Good morning, it's Tuesday the 4th of October 2016. As you can hear, the voice is still not quite here this morning. It actually will probably get better as the day goes through, but as it's such an early time, well I say early, it's just what is the time? Just coming up to 9 o'clock in the morning when we're recording this morning. See, this is early for me. You have to remember I go to bed at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, the voice is still not quite here, but it is deep and husky, so you might this morning want to close your eyes and imagine someone, much more better looking than myself, with the voice that is coming out today. Do you like the idea of that? Yes? Who are you imagining? Are you imagining in sort of a 35-year-old, couple of tattoos, bit hard looking? Is that what you were imagining, ladies, this morning? And then you open your eyes and there is sadly the reality in front of you. Some old puff sitting here chatting rubbish. Is that what it is today? I'm sorry to disappoint you, ladies. I really am. Now, yesterday at the karaoke, no less than 3 people came up to me and said how much they enjoyed our holiday videos. So I'm really, really pleased that you did. It's just like a little video diary of what we were doing with the children and that. And again, I had such a wonderful time while I was on holiday. I've got another one coming up in November where we're going... Well, I'm going with my nephew and his 3 and his wife, of course. We might leave her on the train actually. Well, me and the children might leave my nephew and the others on the train because we do have much more fun than the parents. Oh yes, the mad uncle has more fun, but of course when they start crying, you hand them back again. We just have the fun parts, uncle and aunties, don't we? Who's an uncle and auntie and absolutely loves it? I bet you are as well. Aren't you? Yes. So I've got that coming up in November. And when we go to Disney, it will be Christmas Disney. Now, I've never seen this before, so this will be new to me. I think we're there the first day, actually, between mid-November and I think mid-January. They how would you say this? Christmasify. They Christmas Disney. So they've got all decorations and trees and Christmas type things. And I've never seen that before. So very, very much looking forward to doing that in November. And of course, United Kingdom Talk cameras will be there to cover the event in full colour. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? So looking forward to that as well. And as I say, I'm so glad so many of you enjoyed the little holiday videos that we did. If you didn't see them, you can either go on my Facebook, facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK, or my YouTube, youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK, and just go back a few shows and you'll see the holiday videos from Yorkshire there, including the bits on Scarborough when we went to Scarborough. Now, I meant to bring these leaflets in. I got some leaflets from Scarborough while we were there. And it tells you some things that you can do, as well as the beach and the little town, which are wonderful. I mean, it is really, really a lovely place to visit. They've got the Scarborough Fair. Remember that song, Where Are You Going to Scarborough Fair? I think it goes like that. They've got the Scarborough Fair collection, and here's a little leaflet there. And it says inside, Graham Atkinson has built up one of the country's finest collection of working steam showman engines. So it's got that. You can hire the venue. They've got old Wurlitzer organ. Ray Reynolds will like this. It was so lovely to see Ray Reynolds last night. Didn't have much time to talk to him last night because we were very busy in there. We had 22 singers at the karaoke last night, which unfortunately meant everyone sang only twice. But that's not too bad, is it? Twice in like 3.5 hours, I think it was. There we are. And Evangelina was there last night. Oh, she's lovely. She's at her leg at the moment, so she's on a walking stick. But Evangelina was there last night as well. So, and I don't see her very often. She's a very good friend of my friend, Ben Parker. She goes to all his karaoke's and very rarely turns up at mine. But it's always nice to see Evangelina. There we are. Look at that lovely white Wurlitzer organ there. I think is that an organ at the bottom there? Just a minute. And there's one at the bottom there, or it might be the same one, I don't know. There's something at the bottom there as well. There's a picture of steam, are they called steam trains? Steam engines? So you saw the one on the front there, steam engine there. And there's some more stuff here, old cars and things. Look at that. We never got a chance to see this. I have to go back up there. It's such a beautiful place. And there's a yellow car there. And how much is it? £7.50. That's not bad, is it? £7.50, and it runs that's between March and October. It's not open the rest of the time. I suppose it's for the tourists and all that. Although if you go, I mean, you don't really want to go in the middle of August when it's busy, do you? I mean, we went end of last week in September, last week, wasn't it? And it wasn't busy at all. So that's probably a good time if you want to go and do any of these things. So there's that, the Scarborough Fair. Okay, there's this. I do like stained glass. I've actually got a stained glass window in my kitchen door downstairs, and there's this stained glass centre, all right, in Scarborough. Artists and craftsmen at the Stained Glass Centre make and restore stained glass windows, and you can go and see it. And there's a showroom, I suppose, where you can buy stuff. That's a lovely one. Look at that! Look at that boat. Oh, and it's like a cross as well. Look, like the Holy Cross as well. There's a boat there. Tiffany lamp. I've got few Tiffany lamps, and I've got Tiffany animals as well. I've got a couple of Tiffany. I've got a Tiffany church downstairs that I bought, and a Tiffany cat that one of our dear viewers sent me long time ago. I must have had that about a year and a half, and it's downstairs on my sideboard. And then there's a garden centre as well, Scampson Walled Garden Centre. That's in. Well, I suppose North York. Is it North Yorkshire? Now, where's that North Yorkshire? Oh, yes, so that's... Where is it? Yeah, that's near Scarborough as well. And there's all sorts of stuff here, things for children. It's basically a garden, a little young exploring thing for the children. So that's a good thing to go to as well. So there's so much to do in Scarborough, there really is. And I always look at house prices wherever I go. I take an interest in house prices because I'm a landlord myself. I've got a few flats, and when my mother and father died, that's what I did with my half of the money. I put it into flats, and I looked at house prices up that way. Grimsby. Now I don't know anything about Grimsby. I mean, is the reality of Grimsby the same as it sounds, like as in grim? I have no idea what it's like. But Grimsby, which I'm not sure, it might have been... Was it a fishing town, Grimsby? I should have looked this up before I chatted to you. But Grimsby, you can get a 3-bedroomed terraced house for £80,000. You know, so, I mean, if you'd ever lived down... Like me, like I live down south here, my house is worth X amount of pounds. If I ever wanted to move up north, I'd be laughing. I really would. And my sister is always going on about me. Oh, when are you coming up here? And my niece. They're all, and my nephew's wife. When are you coming up here? Why don't you move? When are you coming up here? I don't think my sister and I are very strong-willed. And if we disagree on something, she never ever backs down. It would never ever work. It really wouldn't, would it? Can you just imagine it? It just would not work. I'm sure it wouldn't work. But if I ever wanted to move up north, maybe even further up than that, I'd be laughing. If you go south to north, you'd be laughing. But I don't think you could ever come back. You know, it's like these people that leave London. They leave London. Okay, so they sell whatever they've got in London at a ridiculous price. And then they move somewhere else. And then they decide, oh, no, I think we miss London. Then they try and come back and they find they can't afford it. They can't afford it. So always think carefully if you're going to do it. But £80,000 for a little terraced house in Grimsby. Does anyone know what Grimsby is like? Please let us know. Leave a little message underneath the video. Or indeed send us an email. We've got an email address as well. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right. Yesterday, after I finished the show, Ronnie came round. He's got a lovely car at the moment. Oh, yes, he's got a temporary car while a very minute scratch is being repaired on his car. They've given him a really nice Mercedes. It's big. My God, it's massive. Absolutely massive, this Mercedes. He came round and picked me up and that. And when you put the seatbelt on, like as you click it in, it pulls you back. I thought it was going to be pulled back into the seat. Like, oh, no. I thought someone was tying me up. Don't think that's ever happened, actually. Oh, no, I can't be doing any of that tying up stuff, dear. Oh, no. Oh, no. Believe me, the cough isn't as bad as it sounds. I mean, it really isn't. So we went swimming, and when we came back here, I'm doing a bit of lunch, And suddenly, this bloody great big insect flew into the house. It was ever so big. It looked like a very large wasp. But myself and Ronnie thinks it was a hornet, a giant hornet. This thing was massive, and it was moving slowly. You know, like if you're at an airport or something, and you see the small planes and they go at such a speed. Once they've taken off, they go at such a speed. And then you see the great big A380s, and they go slowly. Well, this giant wasp hornet thing flew slowly like it was hovering and having a good look around, waiting, selecting something to attack. Oh, I didn't like that at all. Anyway, it flew in and out. And when next time it flew out, I quickly closed the door. And I was on the outside. I quickly closed the door. And when it tried to fly back in, it realised it couldn't and flew off somewhere else. But horrible things. Anyway, I've had a look on the internet. Check this out. And this was in the Telegraph a little while back. Has there a date on? Oh, in May. Excuse me a moment. In May. And it says they are the killer invaders that target bees with their powerful stings and have even caused the deaths of several people in France. Naturalists' worst fears have been realised with the arrival of deadly Asian hornets in Britain, it has been claimed. It appears the predators, which are around 3 centimetres long... what's that? I don't know what that is there. Now, that's about an inch, isn't it? 3 centimetres, a little bit more than... Yeah, that would be the size of this thing that we saw yesterday. In the kitchen. And it was midway. It weren't up high, it was kind of midway. Floating in, having a look around. Selecting someone to attack. Yes, Asian hornets, they carry a much larger amount of potent venom and have reached the UK. They're originally from the Far East. They've been reported in Kent, Surrey, Sussex and Devon. That was in May. Oh, yeah, see, they've moved up. They've moved up, dear. They are believed to be inadvertently imported to France in 2004 in a shipment of pottery from China. Why aren't people checking these pots, dear, before they're unloaded? It's outrageous. The Asian hornets, which are smaller and less dangerous than the giant Asian hornet, which is also called the Japanese hornet, are now widespread in France. So that's what I think I saw. A giant hornet. Oh, an evil-looking thing. Evil. Has anyone else seen any of these? I only saw one. Ronnie says, oh, you need to be careful. You might have a nest somewhere. Oh, I hope not. Well, we've only seen one, so I doubt there's a nest. I haven't. I went out back in the garden last night just before I went to work, and I didn't see any more. Frightening things though they are. Well, if that's not all we are to worry about, look at this in the sun. Hordes of dangerous false widow spiders, I'm sorry to frighten you so early in the morning, are invading homes as they come out of hiding to mate. Oh, girls, they're trying to mate us. Spiders. I'm going to have to put gaffer tape around my orifices. You could be laying there in bed and suddenly you get what's that there? And there could be a false black widow spider trying to mate with you. Gaffer tape. That's what you need, gaffer tape. Before you go to bed, you put this over all your holes. Any hole that you've got in your body, put some gaffer tape on it. You cannot allow those black widow false black widow spiders to mate with you. Oh my God. One of the warmest Septembers on record has boosted the numbers of the spiders, the most venomous in the country. This is in today's Sun. But they will start to move indoors as the autumn weather gets colder. Now, there was a large spider outside my front door yesterday, but it wasn't one of those. It just looked like a normal house spider, but I'm sorry, it was too large. It was too large. The Hoover came out. The Hoover came out. I was quickly, very rapidly emptied into the external bin that I have here. I've got bin liners now for my big bin. I do like to have a clean bin. As you well know, I can't bear dirty bins. Oh, no, sometimes you go past the bins, you know, because we all have to put our bins up the end. And you could smell someone's dirty bin. Why don't they clean them out, dear? We need to have clean bins. Let's see. Milder temperatures have also helped the spiders spread. They're usually only seen in the south, which is down here, but have now been recorded as far north as Yorkshire. Da, 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 da. Their nip is similar to a bee or wasp sting, but some are left with terrifying allergic reactions. So do watch out for these spiders and hornets. They're everywhere, dear. We are under attack. We are under attack by all these things. Awful. So watch out for those. Got to do a trip to the dump, maybe today. Got a few bits and some old speakers, and they're ever so big. I haven't used them for 20 years. They're never going to get used, are they? So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to dump some big old speakers and some smaller ones today. And I've got a rack thing that I bought from IKEA about 16, 17 years ago, and it sat in the garage. Well, I had to move everything out of the garage to get the new car in because it's so big, which is now easier. Now I've put a mirror on the wall. It's a lot easier getting in and out. And I had this rack. Well, I put it outside my garage. There's like a grass bit, and I did put it on the grass bit. I put a little note, if anyone wants this, please take it. But sadly, 2 days later, it was still there. You can't leave it out there any more than 2 days. Someone will report you, see. Someone will report you for dumping rubbish. So I've moved it back outside my house. I've got to smash it. I might just take it to the dump in its full size. I wonder if people go to the dumps to collect things, to have a bit of a look around. Do you think? I think they should allow that. Then more stuff could be recycled, couldn't it? I mean, I can see myself popping down there now and again, pick up an old cabinet or something like that. And people restore this stuff, don't they? They restore it and paint it different colours and then sell it on. Could be a little business for someone. Talking of little businesses, my nephew, Jimmy Butler, International. We call him International. If you've got International after your name, it means you've been abroad in the last few years. Yes. So Jimmy Butler International now has up and running, or nearly, no, not quite running, but up his new business. He has got his unit, which is in Lincolnshire, not too far from there. It's about a 10 to 15 minute drive from their house. He's started moving all the equipment in. He's doing car bodyworks, dents, scratches, sprays, all that. He's only 19. I'm so proud of this boy. He's 19 years old, okay? And he's now got a unit. He's paid his first month's rent, which I think comes to about £600 a month, which may sound a lot, but I don't know if you've ever had work done on your car. It's quite an expensive thing. That's probably only 1 or 2 jobs, that. So he's got the unit. He's started moving his stuff in. Apparently, they've got to build, him and his dad have got to build a, what's it called? A spray box or something. So I believe, I could be wrong here, I believe that maybe not the whole car, because that would be very big, wouldn't it? I suppose. I suppose they take off a bit. I don't know. I don't work on cars, but they put the bit of the car in this box and then spray it in the box somehow. With mask. I told him to wear a mask. Make sure, don't cut corners. Always wear that mask. Because I know people my age whose lungs are ruined. And they have been people that have worked on cars. Oh, I won't bother putting the mask on today. You've got to have that mask on all the time. So important. So I told him, apparently he's just bought a brand new mask. 300 quid for a mask. But you can't save on those sort of things, dear. Want to keep those lungs in tip-top conditions. I can't believe the amount of my wonderful karaoke singers, like Mary from Ireland, like, who else? There's quite a few of them. I can't think of any names at the moment. But they sing their song and then they go out and smoke a fag, honestly. Or another song. You're making my microphone smell all nicotine-y, please. Please finish your cigarettes at least 20 minutes before you're due to sing a song, if you don't mind. Thank you. Back to my nephew's thing. So he's got to build this spray booth. That's it, spray booth. And he puts his car bits in and does all the spraying in there. And he reckons it will be about a week and then they will be able to open for business. And he's already had 4 inquiries. He's already had 4 inquiries to do work on people's cars. Isn't that fantastic? 19 years old. He's done the whole apprenticeship thing with someone else. And I think he would have stayed there, but he completed all his courses and that. And he told me that he was still getting the rubbish jobs. Now, I don't know what a rubbish job is and what a good job is on a car. You know, to me, you spray a panel, that's it. Maybe he made... Oh, I know he wanted to work on... what would you call it? On performance cars. He wanted to work on things like Porsches, I think, possibly Bentleys, or he wanted to do posh cars, nice cars, maybe not the Fords and all that. But of course, he'll have to do Fords and things like that. There's nothing wrong with Ford cars, but you know, there is a difference between a Bentley and a Ford. And I think he wanted to work on performance cars, and they didn't get those sort of things up there. Or they did, but he didn't get those jobs. Do you know what I mean? So, and I think that's what got him fed up there, and that's why he started looking around, and this opportunity came up. Unfortunately, the place where he works, they stopped talking to him. You know, when he said they were leaving. I mean, how pathetic is that? You know, these are grown men, and he's the youngest one there at 19. They actually stopped talking to him when he told him he was going to leave and set up this new opportunity. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. But there you go. Some people are funny like that, aren't they? They really are. So good luck. Now, if you want to look at his page, can I give you his page for his car? And then you can see there's not a lot on there, as in photo-wise and all that sort of thing. But I'll tell you about it. It's facebook.com/JBS. Oh, what's the S for? Oh, Jimmy Butler's. I wonder what the S was for. JB's Auto Body and Paint Shop. Okay? So it's facebook.com/JBS Auto Body and Paint. Okay? JBS Auto Body and Paint. And that's his little Facebook page there. Let me see. And you can like, could you like that? Would you do me that little favour? Like, he's got 114 likes on there. And there's a picture of a car. There's no pictures of him, I'm afraid, boys and girls. You'll have to search through my friends to look at pictures of my nephew, okay? So congratulations to him. Really, really good. Some messages from yesterday. Kevin said, what was wrong with your light then? Well, it's working again now. It was the bulb. Where's the bulb? It's the old bulb stopped working. And it's an LED bulb. I think you can take these apart, actually. What's inside? Let's have a look. Yes, here. Oh, look, that's inside. And oh, no, you can't, can you? Or maybe you can. Oh, so, right. So that's plastic, look. And where's the LEDs then? There it is. 3 LEDs, and they just started, it just went wrong. Don't know what happened to that. But it doesn't matter, there's a new one in there now, as you can see. I can't bear a light that doesn't work, dear. Oh, no. We can't bear lights that don't work. I do hate it when you're out somewhere in a nightclub and there's a light not working or flashing. Or even worse than that, a mirror ball not turning. Oh, I can't stand. They have mirror balls down there, and they don't fix them. Can't be doing with any of that. So that's what happened there, Kevin. All right. And good morning to... Oh, is that Lily? Lily, yes, who came and sung at our karaoke a few weeks ago. Hello, Lily. All right, darling. You come back again soon, all right? Good news about Casualty. Charlie Fairhead, otherwise known as Derek Thompson, that's his name. He's won an award, boys and girls, at the National Television Awards. Unfortunately, at the party, he got drunk and chucked out. Oh, so what? Well done, Derek. You deserve that. He's 67. Did you know that? Charlie Fairhead from Casualty is 67. What a gig. 30-year gig. That's really good, isn't it? Well done to Derek Thompson for winning that. And have another drink. Go on, have another drink. Birthday time, boys and girls. Let's do today's birthday. Happy birthday today to Helena Santafianos Sage. I hope I've got your middle name right, Helena. And I did a little disco for her a few years ago now in a big tent in her garden. It's her birthday today, and you don't look your age, my darling. Happy birthday to you, Helena. Okay, happy birthday today to Richard Sutherland, who I worked with at the Two Brewers, and again, a number of years ago. Hope you're doing well, Richard. I haven't heard from you for years now. Happy birthday, Richard. Happy birthday to Gary Trent, 27 today. Garry, don't know who you are because you've got no photos at all on your Facebook, but never mind. You still deserve a happy birthday mention on our Facebook birthdays of the day. Happy birthday to Claire Julia Cracknell. Happy birthday, Claire. Happy birthday to Derek Anthony. One of my neighbours. Well, I don't think he... Does he live... Do you live at home now? Have you... No, you've got your own place, haven't you, Derek? Just down the road, haven't you? Happy birthday to Derek. He drives a cab. Proper cab, didn't you? Happy birthday, Derek. Happy birthday to Jamie Horrocks, who's got a picture of himself standing next to a minion. I could be a minion with no hair, couldn't I? They don't have any hair, minions, do they? They have the big glasses as well. Where's my big glasses? I need bigger glasses. Is that like nothing like a minion, is it? No, I didn't think so. And happy birthday to Sara O'Neill, whose birthday is today as well. Looking good, Sarah, if you don't mind me saying so. I don't believe that you're that age. 35? I don't think so, Sarah. You look much younger than that, like myself. I'm often, sometimes I go into a pub or a club. Have you got proof of your age, please? Not really. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Have a wonderful birthday, boys and girls. Tonight, it's Tuesday night, so every Tuesday, including tonight, I'll be hosting karaoke at the Golden Lion in Royal College Street, Camden Town. Starts at 9 o'clock and finishes at 12 midnight. Short one tonight, okay? Each and every Tuesday, including tonight, do join us for karaoke at the Golden Lion in Royal College Street, Camden Town, starting at 9 o'clock and finishing at midnight. Apart from that, I see the sun is out again. A little gardening for me today. Have a nice Tuesday and thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.